I'm back. And I'm her. How we doing? What did I just pick off me? That's a scab. I was not there yesterday. What's good? What's good? How we doing, everybody? How we doing? Let's just jump on into it.
President thinks that we have to make more of our own stuff.
The economy shrank. First time in 3 years. People are pointing to the tariff policy. There are people looking at their 401ks that are worried. What do you tell them? Is this going to work?
So the first thing is, when you talk about the economy, this is Joe Biden's economy, and we inherited $2 trillion of debt.
We inherited trash. That's what we inherited.
History, a $1.2 trillion trade deficit, which fundamentally means we're not making enough of our own stuff.
That dog knows what's good. Yeah, I'm sleeping with mommy and daddy tonight. I already know. Look at him chilling, tongue out, relaxed.
Captain Cook, be ready for departure.
What's the difference? Flight simulator versus real life. Bro, which one's the flight simulator and which one's real life? Nah, the right is definitely real life and the left is flight simulator. Gotta be. Because this is too defined. Yeah, this is definitely the real one. There's more attention to detail. That's freaking crazy. Yep, left is flight simulator. Crazy though. What? Alright, let's see what the comments say. Which one's real?
Captain Cook, be ready for departure.
Some people who think that encouraging exercise or even talking about it is toxic. And one of these people was just hired as a public health consultant. This is
Oh, this is real. It's on Dr. Phil. Holy shit.
Virgie Tovar. You may have already heard that the city of San Francisco brought her on a few months.
So she's from San Francisco. Huh.
Makes sense.
Life is full of surprises.
months ago as a consultant for the public health
That
department.
makes sense.
The problem? Well, as we'll see in this video, Virgie is not a very big fan of health. And recently she's taken this to a new extreme.
This is like in Parks and Recreation when Ron Swanson got hired to be the director of the company or the government agency just so he could make it not work. Really, it's like a double fucking agent.
Hello. How we doing?
Virgie's been hating on exercise.
Charlize
Really
Davids.
not to talk
How
about
we
body
doing?
positivity anymore. I made my points. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. The ideas put forth by the body positivity and health at every size movements are silly. They don't make any sense. They're just not logical.
It's hog.
Like a little tower.
President Donald
Name an anime I regret watching. There's a lot.
I won't let you blow.
That is so what happens. 100%.
What kind of place is this?
As soon as you unplug that.
Trump is
Wow, one view.
and Trump is also escalating his fight against her.
Yo, 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 what's good? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Whoever's in here, how we doing?
It's hog logic. And that's what it is. It's hog logic. It's hog logic. And that's what it is. It's just hog logic. You shouldn't even think about it. It's not even worth talking about.
The best way to win the war against fat is to give up the fight.
But the public health department thing
Okay.
caught my eye and made me wonder,
She
what's
must have a
Virgie
lot of stock in McDonald's.
up to lately? So I go check out her Instagram and I see she has a problem with exercise now. So I'm like, fine.
No way. I can't believe it. What a twist.
we're making the video. So I guess today we're catching up with Virgie's fresh takes on exercise, health, and weight loss, and childhood obesity. Virgie was actually recently on Dr. Phil, and that's a large amount of what they discussed.
Does anybody disagree that we stop childhood obesity? Do you disagree with that?
I mean, I just think that it's a very big...
How the fuck did this happen? This is crazy.
Phrase, right? Like, at the end of the day,
It's
right?
a big
Body diversity is a real...
It is in a way.
Real thing. There are naturally bigger people. There are naturally smaller people.
So yeah. But first up, a very brief overview of her new job. You may already know who Virgie is, you may not. But Virgie Tovar is a prominent...
So she wrote a book. It says you have the right to remain fat. Then why is she using a photo of herself on the cover of it where she's skinnier? Huh. Well, how about that?
quote-unquote fat activist who recently accepted a new job. The San Francisco Department of Health's new weight czar has gone viral for her proclamation that no one has to be healthy.
What is your definition of health?
I remember seeing this.
No one has to be healthy. No, right?
She's been hired to be a voice.
How are you gassing this up?
In the room reminding officials about stigmas faced by overweight people while they are developing public health initiatives. Virgie has a lot of very extreme views about health and weight, so I was so surprised when I saw this hire. And for me, I feel very, very strongly that I owe myself health and I owe everyone that I love health. I think I have a duty to everyone in my life to try to be behaviorally healthy. Like, I can't help if I get a disease, but I can at least try to live in a way that doesn't cause everyone else around me anxiety. That's the way I think about it. And that doesn't mean you have to like run marathons, but I think that trying a bit is your moral duty.
Being fat is bad. If you're fat, it's bad.
To a degree. And I don't know if everyone has to agree with that philosophy.
It's just the way it is.
Probably should be your philosophy if you have a role in public health. Like, if your job is literally to increase the health of the public.
I do think that it is a problem, and it's a conflict of interest, that you hire somebody whose job is to help the public be healthier, and they don't want people to be healthy. Like, I think that's just a bad idea.
You should have a basic interest in health. Because if you don't care about health, that's cool. You have the right to go set up a casino and cigar stand over there. But you probably shouldn't take a role in public health. I feel like that is extremely fair. But it says her job is to remind officials about stigmas faced by overweight people while they are developing public health initiatives.
What, like not being able to fit in a plane seat? Like what is stigma?
Yo, for real.
What do you mean?
Yo, I can't fit.
I see nothing wrong with hiring someone to be like, hey, don't worry about your weight, just focus on engaging in healthy behavior. That's a very helpful message.
Yeah,
that
right.
should be the message that some people need to hear in order to do what they need to do to be healthy. Get your sleep, eat well, be active, try to make progress, and just do what you can from where you're at. If that was the message that Virgie was hired to promote, I see that as a positive thing, even if I don't agree with the rest of her ideas. But when I looked into it, Virgie's opinion actually seems to be the opposite.
Well, of course it is, because it's just another fat, gluttonous retard that's sitting around and wants to promote their ideology so they can justify their disgusting lifestyle. That's the reason why. Everybody knows it. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. This is what they do. And the reason why it's almost all fat women that are doing this is because the entire fat acceptance movement is a huge psyop to try to make men want to date them. But they don't want to.
And nowhere is that more clear
You
than
see one of these like fat acceptance movements, it's 95% women.
her ideas surrounding exercise. So let's go take a look at her Instagram. Let's start first with this Instagram post. Virgie recently conducted a weight bias training to a group of government workers. In this training...
Does Elon know about this? Like, this is our tax money. This is state funds. I mean, Gavin, who's going on Gavin Newsom's podcast next? Can we please have them Like, can you make him react to this? Make a tweet right now. Me?
Included the following 4 tips. Ending weight/food bias at work. Helping to decrease stigma around food and bodies at work means doing less of these 4 things. Number 1, talk less or not at all about how you or others eat at work. Okay, this is all.
I see. So she wants that to happen because she's fat and she's eating food at her desk and it's disgusting and people don't like it. And so she wants to make it a rule that you can't do that. See, in order to understand hog logic, you have to think about the prime motivating directive behind it. How can this